Hey guys, JC Smith here. This is the engine for that 550. This is the one I went through last winter, over the winter time. Rods, mains, rings, honed out the cylinder walls, new oil pump, sent the heads in, valve job, all new intake valves, new guides. I replaced all the lash adjusters, all the cam followers, all the timing components, head gaskets, head bolts, all that. Exhaust studs. If we touched it, we replaced it. Okay. I start to get a couple misfire codes. Okay. I got misfire codes were 1, 4, and 5, all on this side. Thought something was a little weird with that. So number 1, I pulled it apart. Well, first I looked on the scanner, did a contribution test, looking for each one of them. Then I did an injector test. Everything seemed to be fine. I took number 1 out. I checked the coil on the spark plug. Took it out, checked the spark. It was less than fantastic. I replaced it. Okay, cleared the codes. Started up again. That one's taken care of. So where number 5 had no contribution at all, and number 4 had very small contribution, meaning low power, not really doing anything. So I took the caps off, the coils off, pulled the plugs out, and because I knew the injectors were working, the plugs were wet on number 5. Number 4 was kind of black-ish. Alright, so what I found was, I did a compression test. I had decent compression on number 4, but number 5 had 0. Absolutely nothing. So I put a hose down in there where I could put air in the cylinders, a leak down test, and I rolled the motor over until the valves were closed for number 4 on all of them, and number 5 on all the cylinders. Number 5, the exhaust was not sealing. When it's supposed to be both intakes closed and the exhaust closed, I couldn't get it to seal. So I popped the cam follower out, which, if you don't know, that's a cam follower. I popped it out of there, and the exhaust sealed. Now, you might think there's something wrong with the valve not sealing in the head. Well, it's not it, because when you pop that cam follower out, the valve will seal. The spring has enough tension to pull it up and seal it. So I think what my problem is, for some reason, the cam follower, get a good picture here, you can see the cam follower, it rests on a lash adjuster up on top, basically a lifter. See, the lifter is right underneath here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this this cam follower and lash adjuster out, this cam follower and lash adjuster out. I'm going to replace them and then crank it back over and see if it seals. The unfortunate thing is, in order to swap that out, I've got to loosen the cam. I have to take the cam loose and let it lift, because there's not enough room to get the cam follower out because the cam's in the way. Or the lash adjuster, I mean. So I have to take this apart, pull that out, look down the bore, make sure there's nothing in there, and inspect it before I put it back together. But I am going to put 2 more in there, 2 new ones, and see what happens. Now, before you say it's crappy parts, just so you understand, when I bought these are Ford improved design lash adjusters and cam followers. Okay, they're the latest and greatest ones that they make. It's straight from Ford. So I guess that's what we're going to do. We'll pull that cam out, pull that out of there, get a look at it, see what I can find out, put it back in, and see if I have sealing valves. So we'll see what happens. This is a little bit of PB blaster. The exhaust valve is closed. Look down here. Look where the PB blaster is. Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it. The yellowish color.
Yeah. Down there is where the PB blaster is. Alright. This is a cylinder that wouldn't seal. This one opens up so much more than the other ones. I think it's the wrong valve. It's either too long, or I mean, it looks like they replaced that one and that one, right? Isn't that what that looks like?
It looks like it.
I mean, you can tell. Look how clean this one is. Look how old this one is. Old, clean, old. And the one I'm having trouble with is right here. So, anyways, we're gonna take them in, drop them off. I hate to take the exhaust. I gotta, put in new exhaust gaskets, but I'll just order everything up and do it again. and hopefully they'll pay for it. The problem is when something like this happens, they don't want to pay your bill. They want to supply you with materials. Like, they'll take care of it if it's their fault, but they're not going to want to give me Ford gaskets. They're going to want to give me whatever bargain basement special they have. That's the bummer, but it's going to be a little bit of investment. All right, we'll see what they say.
You better stay away from Copperhead Road.